Hello my friend, how are you? Today we will talk to you about the 10 countries in the world with the lowest cost of living. Which country do you live in? Maybe one of the countries we will talk about in the next few minutes is your homeland or the country you currently live in. If so, don't forget to tell us interesting information about the country in the comments. Imagine waking up in the morning wanting to drink a cup of coffee. For a simple espresso, you have to pay $15, or the monthly rent for an ordinary apartment is equal to your annual salary. No, this is not a nightmare. This is real life in some parts of our planet. But do you really need to rob a bank to live in these countries, or are they really worth every penny? Today we are traveling to the 10 most expensive countries in the world. Fasten your seatbelts, because this list will shake both your pocket and your imagination. 10. Bahamas, the price of paradise. Let's start our list with the Bahamas, a tropical paradise. When we think of the Bahamas, white sands and turquoise sea come to mind, right? But this beauty has a bitter price tag. Why is it so expensive? Because there is almost no manufacturing here. Every piece of bread you eat and every water you drink is brought to thee. Islands by ship. This also raises logistics costs to the sky. If you want to live in the Bahamas, don't forget to bring not only sunscreen, but also a thick wallet. 9. Israel, the price of technology and history. Israel, which is not far behind countries considered technology centers such as China and Japan, with its technological innovations. Israel, the technology center of the Middle East, is on our list, especially with the city of Tel Aviv. Housing prices here are increasing so rapidly that even the local population sometimes cannot keep up with it. Interesting fact, Tel Aviv is sometimes chosen as the most expensive city in the world. A bottle of milk can cost you as much as a trip across half of Europe. But do you think it's worth it to live in a historical atmosphere and at the center of modern technology? 8. Norway, the land of fjords and taxes. A cold but elegant country in the north. Everything is expensive in Norway. Food, transport, services, especially alcoholic beverages and cigarettes. The state has set excise taxes so high here to protect people's health that drinking a beer is like a small investment. But let's be honest, high salaries, free education, and incredible nature. Norwegians don't complain about expensive because they buy quality. 7. Denmark, the high price of high. Denmark is always at the top of the happiness index. But didn't they say that happiness is free? Not in Denmark? Here, taxes are among the highest in the world. Sometimes you give more than 50% of your income to the state. But in return, the state provides you with complete security from birth to death. So to buy a bike and live comfortably in Denmark, you need to have a serious budget. 6. Luxembourg small, but rich. This small country, barely visible on the map, is one of the leaders in terms of gross domestic product per capita. Luxembourg is like a secret club for the rich. Don't let the fact that transportation is free fool you. A dinner here can take the average person's weekly budget. Living in Luxembourg is like wearing a brand name watch, prestigious, but expensive. 5. Switzerland watches, chocolate, and empty pockets. And here we come to the top of Europe, Switzerland. Here, you can have a party in some countries for the price of a Big Mac menu. Why is it so expensive? Because the Swiss franc is one of the strongest currencies in the world, and the service sector is incredibly expensive. Sitting in a cafe in Zurich or Geneva and drinking coffee feels like buying a piece of that cafe. But are there any of you who would pay these amounts to taste Swiss chocolate on the spot? 4. Hong Kong. Life squeezed between skyscrapers. Hong Kong is a financial hub, but it's also one of the most cramped places in the world. The prices of houses here are so astronomical that people sometimes live in what we call coffin houses of 2 to 3 square meters. If you have a mid-range apartment in Hong Kong, you are already officially a millionaire. The city lights are shining, but the electricity bill is very high. 3. Singapore. The expensive face of the future. Singapore is like a city from 2100. Clean streets, futuristic buildings. But owning a car in Singapore? This is a real fantasy. To buy a car, you need to get permission from the government and pay twice the price of the car in taxes. In Singapore, the word cheap seems to have been removed from the dictionary. 2. Monaco, billionaires. Playground. And on the second place of our list is a state of only 2 square kilometers. Monaco? There are no poor people here, because to get permission to live here, you need to have 6-figure sums in your bank account. On the streets of Monaco, 1 in 2 cars is either a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. Living here is not expensive. Living here is a status. 1. Bermuda Island's the owner of the top. Yes, it may come as a surprise, but according to official statistics, Bermuda is the most expensive place in the world. Why? Because this small island is both a tax haven, the rich keep their money here, and almost everything, from fruit to fuel, is imported from abroad. Living in Bermuda costs as much as staying in a luxury hotel every day. The winner of our list is Bermuda, which is both pocket-friendly and eye-catching. Dear friends, as you can see, the most expensive countries in the world are not just numbers. Each of them has its own story. Some demand this price for their safety. Some are forced to do so due to their geographical location, and some are simply the address of luxury. Maybe happiness does not lie in spending a lot of money, but let's face it, drinking a cup of hot chocolate in the Swiss Alps is a dream for all of us. Question for you, if you had an unlimited budget, which of these 10 countries would you choose to live in? Write in the comments. Let's discuss. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to broaden your horizons and expand your knowledge, subscribe to our channel and join our community. See you in the next video.